Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of TF2 Spotlight. I know it's been a long time, but here we go again with my third comeback I think, but yeah, let's get right into the video. The first topic of today is actually going to be an older one. It was around 3 months ago I think when this happened, but it's quite a quite funny story. And it's a pretty funky auction of a TF2 VHR headset, which means it's a virtual reality headset, but in-game it's all class and it's really rare. You never come across these. I've never seen one in-game, I think, because they are so insanely rare, but you could obtain them back in the day by supporting a Kickstarter project with donations, and only then you would receive the code to obtain the TF2 VHR headset. So what exactly happened here? There was a TF2 auction on backpack.tf forums where everyone could just randomly bid on this TF2 VHR code. So far so good, but it was hosted by a YouTuber called Joey Chirio. But the issue is that it wasn't his item. So someone else had the code for the VHR and people could bid on receiving the code for the VHR. So far so good, and in the beginning everything went smoothly and the bits were just running in, and after some time they've asked who this seller is, because he was hidden basically, and people said it was sus as fuck, and like, why can't you just tell us who's selling this? And the host, Joe Chirio, said he wanted to remain anonymous, and then shit hit the fan and an anonymous bidder joined in. So Joey Chirio just said an anonymous bidder just bid $2,000 and something dollars. After that, everything just went down the drain, everyone doubting the auction, saying it's disconnected from TF2 trading since the seller wanted to remain anonymous as well, and like the host wasn't even like a TF2 trader or anything, he was just a simple TF2 YouTuber, and there were more anonymous bids and everyone was getting pissed about it, so it's a whole shit show, which was quite funny to read through. Actually, if you want to read through, I leave the link in the description, it's actually quite funny if you want. And after everything, the anonymous bidder actually won the auction and paid $3,450 for it. I think it was very cheap, and I think he could have gotten way more if this auction was just way more serious. I think he just kind of fucked this auction up by doing this anonymous shit, and like the seller, I don't know if he wanted to remain anonymous either, but yeah, it wasn't really like that legit and that good looking. So this basically I think cost the seller a couple grand. But in the end, everything turned out to be fine. You just collected about it, and that's about that. Another controversy, so to say, that has happened really recently is that a Spellbomb Minnesota slick has been sold for 5,020 keys. That's a Minnesota slick? You didn't hear wrong, yeah. If you are quite new to TF2 trading or just not into TF2 high trading, the reason why this is so outrageous is that a all-class tough muff stuff head with the effect Spellbound is being priced at 3,600 keys, and the Minnesota Slick is a single class heavy head, which is like really insignificant and not a great head at all. So the real value of this should be around 1,000 keys. A bit more, maybe up to 1,500 keys max, but not 5,020 keys. And the comments of the price suggestion, which you don't usually see, you have some really mad people about this because this guy spent so much money on this shitty ass hat. Not shitty, but not that valuable. And you can actually see the seller of this one replied twice to this price suggestion, but he deleted it afterwards, so I guess we will never know what he wrote.
Okay, as you can tell, I got a new mic now, and it's way better, I think. It should be way better quality as well, so let me know what you think about it in the comments. But on to our next topic, there has been a new old kind of scam going around, and it existed for a pretty long time actually. It's where people just create games on Steam, and then they have their own in-game items, create them too, and they make an image of like the Australian professional killstreak rocket launcher, and they also write the font to be professional killstreak Australian rocket launcher, and it actually looks the same as the original one, but in the end it just doesn't hold any value and it's just an in-game item of the created game. So Valve usually removes these pretty quickly and they just remove the game entirely, but just for your info, this scam has been going around again, like for this example with a TF2 key, and this one has been removed as well already. But if you come across anything like this, just be careful. If the account is not legit or something and it seems fishy, just double check the key or the item he's trying to sell you. Our next sale is a RoboActive Blighted Beak, and it has sold for 2,650 keys pure, which is pretty low in my opinion, since the whale is already at around 3,000 keys. I think it sold for way more before as well. Rect sold for 4,000 or something keys, I think, Roboactive one. And although it's like a beak, it's like one of the highest tier miscs for single class. 2,650 keys is a pretty good deal in my opinion, and definitely a kind of misc you don't really see moving around a lot or anything like that. As of now, it's not for sale or anything, so I guess Trellis just wanted to buy it for keeps, or he's just gonna keep it for a bit and sell it like in a bit when it went up again. Like, these things are constantly rising, like you can't do anything wrong with holding onto a god tier misc for like a year or two, so good luck to him and good purchase on his side. This is going to be all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe, like, comment the video. Just let me know what you think of it. Let me know any criticism you have. Also, what I'm planning to do is do a series where I rate your loadout. I want to see your god tier loadouts, I want to see your budget loadouts, and I want to just rate them. I'm gonna show off how much it costs. I'm gonna like give it a rating, like cost to like how it looks ratio. And I think this is gonna be cool kind of series that we can do. I also want to do a trading series again. I want to continue the In the Mind of a High Tier Trader, although I'm not that active in trading anymore. I try to be more active, but it's kind of slow right now. But anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.